Today on High Now Daily, we kick off the week with something sweet. Lonohana Chocolates is here in the High Now studio. Gluten-free baked goods done local style in today's farmers market finds. Plus an update on our old friend Benji from the Hawaiian Humane Society. We've got details on his new home. This and more right now on High Now Daily. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson. Hope you're having a great start to the weekend. We got a great show planned for you folks today. In fact, we're actually kicking off this week with something a little bit sweet. I'm talking about Lonohana Chocolates, and here to tell us more about this local chocolate business is Gopika Toprani. Hello, welcome in, Gopika. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you? Thanks so much for having me.
We're very excited to have you. You know, you bring really good, delicious chocolate and treats here. Welcome here anytime.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's tell our viewers out there a little bit about Lonohana Chocolate and how did this all start?
Yeah, absolutely. So Lonohana's been around since 2009. It was two families that decided they wanted to make a chocolate business that was vertically integrated and completely transparent, which is not super common in the chocolate industry. So here we are now, many years later, making high quality, fine chocolate, all grown and made here on Hawaii.
Okay, very cool. So all of this chocolate, the entire process is done here at home. Where does this all happen?
Yeah, so our farm is up on North Shore, up just Mount Kahaliva, and then we have a factory over in Kakaʻako where we make all the chocolate.
Okay, what is the experience like over there at Kakaʻako? That's different because, I mean, you can do tours, there's tastings, there's lots
absolutely.
Over there.
So we've got our factory in Kakaʻako as well as our retail shop over at SALT. So at the factory, you can come take a tour with us, see how our chocolate is grown and made, have a tasting, and then over at our retail shop, you're welcome to come in for a complimentary tasting, a private tasting, and you're welcome to purchase any of our chocolates there.
Okay, cool. And you brought in a lot of chocolates for us to kind of see and try out today. Let's start over here. So this is the Lonohana side. Tell us about these.
So this is our original brand. These are our premium chocolates. And they're really focused on the flavors of Hawaiian cacao and what that actually tastes like.
Can we try one of these?
Clean. Yeah, absolutely.
We got milk and ginger. This one is what, Hawaiian milk chocolate and sea salt. This one I've got, this is
coconut dark milk.
Can I try this one?
Absolutely. This one's awesome. It's also a dairy-free bar, so if you're dairy-free,
you can still enjoy it.
Totally.
And all of these, as well, we were talking before, all of these are hand wrapped, right?
Yeah, they're all hand wrapped. They're made with a lot of aloha, a lot of care. Okay,
here we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so as that slowly gets going, I want you to tell everyone out there about this box as well, because for all the mamas out there, if you haven't gotten that great Mother's Day gift just yet, or you haven't made plans, something cool's happened.
Yeah, awesome. There you go. Let you enjoy that.
Yes, tell us.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of Mother's Day options for gifting this year. We're partnering with another local florist called Bloom Room to bring you some flowers and chocolate. So first we have our Bloom Box, where we have all fresh flowers. So these are all real, and they're really beautiful, combined with 3 of our floral-inspired chocolates. So we've got
very cool
jasmine tea, lilikoi coconut, and hibiscus dark milk, and they're all super delicious.
This chocolate is really delicious. I don't know if you can see this as well because I took a bite of it, but this is the islands right over here, right?
Yeah.
That's printed on the bar.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Thank you for that. And this is the coconut that I'm having, which is really delicious. For the Mother's Day celebration, for the tasting and the floral arrangements, what's the best way to sign and get more info on that?
Yeah, so you can jump on our website, lonohana.com, and you can pre-order any of our Mother's Day gifting options. And then we're also doing an event on Sunday on Mother's Day. So if you want to do something different besides your brunch or lunch, you can sign up to make a floral arrangement with Bloom Room and then have an extensive chocolate tasting.
That's going to be really cool. What a fun experience.
Totally.
This chocolate is delicious, by the way. Very Ono. Speaking of Ono, this is Onomea chocolate, right? So this is an extension of Lonohana.
Yeah, exactly.
And a different project you guys launched.
Yeah, so it's our little sister brand. We launched it during the pandemic. It's more focused on being playful, the island-inspired flavors, and they're just really fun and beautiful.
Love it. Okay,
Yeah.
so Onomea, can they also get this as well over at Kakaʻako
Yes.
when they come down for the tasting?
Absolutely, and we've got a new flavor coming out very soon, so be
Ooh.
sure to stop by and check it out.
More chocolate to come and more High Now to come. We're gonna hit the break right now, but stay with us. You're watching High Now Daily. Go Pika, thank you so much.
Thank you. Aloha.
Go get this chocolate. It's good stuff. How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us here in the studio now is Ka'ala Souza, Executive Director for Digital Ready Hawaii. And we're going to be talking more about digital literacy and why that's so important.
Perfect.
Welcome in. Aloha.
Thank you. Aloha.
Great to have you here.
Great to be here, man. Thank you.
So let's talk about digital literacy. Like currently right now in Hawaii, where are we at?
You know, this is an interesting question. I would say not that good. But not just us, the whole country. Some of our numbers right now is like 30% of our workforce is not going to be able to pass a basic computer skills test, not even including our kupuna. That's people on the job. Maybe in your studio over here, we should test them. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Definitely, and where do we, but when we go back and we go as far back as the 1800s, Hawaii in particular, right, we were at the top.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Hawaii had one of the highest reading literacy rates of any nation in the world. We were like 91%. The rest of the other countries, America was 78%. Put that into perspective. Yeah. You know, so we were super, super high. We want to have the most digitally literate state in the country.
Okay, and that's where you folks come in. Yeah. You folks have the resources and the programs to do it. So tell us about Digital Ready Hawaii and what it's all about.
Yeah, we've been doing free computer classes, giving out free computers to people who don't have, people who don't know how. And it's super fun. Most of them come in like we're the worst student ever. We don't know how. I don't even know why. My kids made me come. But then when they leave, they go, we can do it. And I think that's the message. You can do it no matter how old. We had one guy who was like 97 years old. Wow. He was on it.
So obviously, I mean, especially in this day and age that we're in right now, I mean, digital literacy, especially when it comes to our kupuna, our community in general, though, it's vital.
Oh, yeah. I mean, telehealth is a huge thing. We work with AHEC, out of UH, School of Medicine. They're getting us computers to get 2 people who don't have them, you know. And so we run these free classes. We call them Computer 001, not 101, because 101 is college. Gotcha. You know, like 001. We start from the basics. Okay.
And then what do we have over here? This is a setup, right? This is.
Oh yeah. And you know, I saw on a stack of some computers, some of the stuff that we give away. Okay. And I got some computers here from, like, speaking of chocolate, Hawaiian Host gave me a whole bunch. So hey, sponsored a class, and they gave us like 12 computers and a whole bunch of chocolate. So if there's any chocolate people, I don't know, who want to sponsor classes. But yeah, those are all the friends basically who have been supporting this over the last couple of years.
Okay, so when people go and they attend classes, what are they getting an opportunity to learn, train?
Yeah, straight up basics. Like it's nothing complicated, no keyboard shortcuts. We're talking about how to turn it on, how to use a mouse, left click, right click. But we got free stuff online, computer001.com. The libraries are offering free classes. The community school for adults are offering classes. Everybody's doing this because it's that important.
Absolutely. Man, I hope my parents are at home right now watching because they struggle a little bit too. But it is important, especially for the kupuna, because so oftentimes, especially here in Hawaii, and a lot of scams out there. Oh, this is the more akamai you are online, the better, right?
This is the biggest problem. I think scams more than viruses now. You know, viruses used to be the big thing everybody's concerned about, but it's more scams because it's so tricky. Like, you know, you get this stuff from email and you don't know if that's we tell people, if you're not sure it's a trick, don't click.
Okay.
I made that up. Yeah, that's fine.
I like that. That got to be on a t-shirt.
That's a poster. I'm going to give you a shirt. We'll give you a shirt.
Let's talk about how people can get more information. Digital Ready Hawaii, how do people utilize that resource? How do people sign up?
This is the tough one, because if you know how to sign up online, that means you already got the skills. So we're talking about you helping out your mom and your dad, get your friends, get your families who are watching this now maybe. Again, go to the libraries. Our website is digitalreadyhawaii.org. That's more for people who are looking for how do we help our community. So we're in all the communities all over the state. We've been like Ka'u, Hana, Moloka'i a lot. Shout out to them, you know. But it's really like you guys, I mean, people finding out where the resources are and getting to it.
Okay, right on. Hey, Kala, thank you so much for this very important information. And we're going to have this entire segment up at HiNowDaily.com. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Joining us now is Glenn Fujimoto, who joins us as the AEPAC, the President for Architecture and Engineering for the Pacific region. Welcome in, Glenn.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, mahalo for being here. Tell everybody out there about AEPAC, the firm and the capabilities and what you folks do.
AEPAC stands for Architecture and Engineering of the Pacific. So it's actually a company that primarily does historical architecture and engineering. It started by my sister, Lorraine Minatuishi, over 20 years ago. She's a woman-owned 8A, and she asked me to join the company to help it grow and expand.
Okay, and you recently joined, right? And now you're serving in the capacity as president. How's the experience been thus far?
And it's an interesting change because I've been a banking veteran for over 40 years. So for me to go from banking, and I told my sister, I'm not an architect, I'm not an engineer, but if we want to grow it, I can help you.
Okay.
And so it's been an interesting change for me.
Let's talk about some of the projects, especially locally here as well. Obviously, with everything that's taking place over in Maui, aid, resources, kokua is needed over there. And AEPAC has been able to come in and offer assistance.
Yeah, that's been probably our biggest project we've ever had. It's really with the tip of the spear. We're actually the one to do the surveying, the culture observing, the archaeology, and architecture to make sure we're preserving the historical structures that were there before, the artifacts that were there. So before they can clear the land in Lahaina, we have to go in first and make sure there's nothing that's going to be destroyed when they start to do the clearing. So it's really what I consider 1,600 homes we had to do, and we had to do maybe 428 businesses. We have to actually clear all those lots and say it's okay to clear it before they can start to rebuild Lahaina. So it's really important to us because we're part of something that was so significant, and it was something that I think is so important to the state.
Absolutely. And Glenn, in addition to the projects that you folks have assisted over in Lahaina, other projects as well that have been taking place over here in Hawaii, because also there's projects in Oahu elsewhere as well, right?
Yeah, our next significant project, we're doing the downtown post office. That's the post office behind the King Kamehameha statue. So we're completely renovating that one. That's our civil engineering side. We also did some of the heart, the highway along here, Dillingham. So we have to make sure there's no culturally significant things that were destroyed, Pearl Harbor. So we have a lot of different projects that we've done over the last few years. So.
Now stepping in this capacity as president, you mentioned earlier you're looking for different ways to grow. What does it look like for you in 2024, future projects as you look to grow AEPAC to the next level?
Well, what I really want to do with the company is we really want to grow some of our Department of Defense areas because there's so much dollars coming into the state right now, so much ability for small business to take advantage of that. We really want to make sure we're employing local people here in this marketplace. So we're trying to increase our scope. So we do architecture engineering, we're doing archaeology, we're starting to do some IT, as well as some facilities management. So really trying to expand the scope of our business. And to do that, I brought in a good team of people. I worked with over many years in the bank, over 40 years in banking. I brought a team of people to help us really, I told my sister, you do the architecture engineering, I'll take care of everything else. And that means HR, IT, running the office, leasing, all those things need to be taken care of by others so she can do what she does best. So.
Definitely. How do people get more information about AEPAC, stay up to date with the projects and everything coming next?
Well, you can probably check our website, aepac.com, and also our Instagram site. So we tell a lot about our past project, a lot of our capabilities that we're starting to add to the company.
Okay, Glenn, thank you so much for the time. Thank you for being here.
Right, thanks for having me.
And again, for more information, again, head to aepac.com, and we'll have this posted at hinowdaily.com as well. You're watching Hi Now. We'll be right back after this. The Department of Health and American Lung Association are here to share important asthma tips for Ohana, including common triggers and how to avoid them. We welcome in now Sun Choi and Jordan Furmeister. Welcome into the show.
Oh, thank you.
Mahalo nui for being here. Jordan, I want to start with you. There's a lot of misconceptions maybe about what people think asthma is. For people who don't know, what is it?
Asthma is a chronic lung disease in which the airways of the lungs are always somewhat inflamed. And doctors call asthma a chronic disease because it is long-term, meaning that you live with it every day.
Sun, how common is asthma here in Hawaii, and what is the feeling like for people who have it?
Yeah, so asthma is very common. Asthma affects both children and adults, and is the most common childhood chronic disease. It affects a lot of children. Nearly 1 in 10 Hawaii keiki has asthma. During flare-ups or asthma attacks, our airways become inflamed, and this is what makes it harder to breathe. And so when asthma is uncontrolled, symptoms can include wheezing, coughing, and this is especially true at night if you're waking up and coughing, as well as feeling tightness around the chest and feeling short of breath.
Can asthma be cured?
So unfortunately, asthma can't be cured, but the symptoms can be controlled. Respiratory infections, odor, chemicals, physical activity, strong emotions, fog, secondhand smoke, and vape can all irritate our lungs, and these are called triggers. The best way to help manage your asthma is to learn how to avoid those triggers. Parents and caregivers can help by empowering their keiki to take control and manage their asthma. The tool that we recommend using is the Asthma Action Plan. So anyone with asthma or caregivers of children who have asthma should have an Asthma Action Plan on hand. An Asthma Action Plan is a simple worksheet that's conducted with your healthcare provider. It's going to provide those steps to take to help keep your asthma from getting worse and to let you know when to take your medication. It's also going to provide guidance on when to call your healthcare provider or when to seek emergency help or go to the emergency room.
Jordan, Sun mentioned triggers for people who are battling asthma here at home. Are there maybe more common triggers for people who have asthma in Hawaii?
The Hawaii Department of Health created the Control Asthma Hawaii campaign, and along with our partners, we share these educational resources. In our latest posters, we share common asthma triggers here in Hawaii, as well as tips to help reduce your chances of having an asthma attack. The first poster is on roaches, and I know that we all hate talking about them, but it's important to remember that when we take care of our families, regular house cleaning tasks not only keep pests away, but keep asthma at bay. Dust mites are another common pesky indoor trigger. They are often found in mattresses, bed sheets, and stuffed animals, but regularly washing these items can help reduce them. Mold is an allergen and a common asthma trigger, so you might notice mold or a musky smell to damp clothes or swimsuits after the beach if you don't wash them and dry them right away. Damp environments are the perfect place for mold and bacteria to grow. And then we have secondhand smoke and vape, which is another common trigger. And it's especially important to keep the air around our keiki smoke-free, whether we're in our car, at home, or even outdoor.
How do people get more information? I mean, there's a lot that's out there in terms of resources, especially from the Department of Health. What's the best way to learn more?
So for more information about the Department of Health or the Control Asthma Hawaii campaign, visit controlasthma.hawaii.gov. And for more information about the American Lung Association, you can call 1-800-LUNG-USA or visit lung.org.
Gotcha. Jordan, Sun, thank you so much for the time and the info.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for more information, we'll have all of this up at HiNowDaily.com. Hey, how's it, gang? We're back with another Farmers Market find. We are in the Hi Now kitchen right now, and we're joined by Chef Kate Wagner. Chef, welcome in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're very excited to have you here. There's a lot happening in our kitchen that we're going to show you, our viewers here in just a little bit. But we're going to start here. What are we looking at, Chef?
Well, today I brought some, since it is National Celiac Awareness Month, we brought some gluten-free products for you to try, and we thought we'd make a cookie batch for you. So you folks can taste it.
Okay, that's cool. Chef, what is your background?
Well, I'm French trained,
okay,
but I'm a plantation kid from Hilo, so.
Okay, all right, Chef, let's get into it. What do we have over here?
All right, so we're gonna start with our shortening.
Okay.
Water, all wet ingredients first. This is a lemon juice and zest, All of these are provided locally and Hawaiian grown.
Chef, how did you get into this, the gluten-free aspect of sweet treats?
Well, I had a number of my customers, because I am French trained, that had different issues, whether it was diabetes, heart disease, celiac, those kind of things, and they all required specific attention to ingredients. So I'm about inclusion, and so we try and make things that are able by all people to go ahead and be consumed.
Okay, so we have all of our ingredients that are all mixed up inside this bowl right over here. That's everything in there, and then we whisk?
We whisk a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, and then we bring that together. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then you'll come out and scoop them.
And then that's what you're working with, right? So
Right.
how long does it sit in the refrigerator for to get to?
It only takes about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes max.
Okay, and then we're ready to go.
And with the power of television, we have some already baked.
Ooh, so yeah, what flavor are these cookies?
These are a ginger lemon.
Okay.
And
that looks like chocolate chip.
correct.
Okay.
And
Look
this
at
is what
these.
I call a lava road chocolate. It's all about the chocolate.
All about the chocolate. I'm gonna go for this one first. I think.
Okay.
What'd you say? Lemon ginger?
Ginger lemon.
Wow, ginger lemon. Thank you. That's yummy.
Thank you.
I would do some damage on these. Like if this was just sitting on a bowl in the table, I'd probably go through the whole thing.
Well, it's about including everybody. So if it tastes good and it just happens to be good for you, then it's a added benefit.
What's great is you're getting all the taste, but like none of like the bads.
Correct.
The bad and the yuckies. For the
Correct.
old food. All right, Chef, come with us over here as we move down here in the Hainao kitchen. Tell us about the different things that you brought in. This is the flour that you use too?
Well,
all
there's a
gluten-free?
lot of different flours on the market now for folks who have gluten issues. Everything from a walnut, an almond flour. We have a chickpea flour.
This is all-purpose?
This is a blend, and that's got rice, potato. I myself have my own proprietary blend that we use.
Chef, as if you weren't busy enough, in addition to all the great treats you make, you also wrote a book. Tell us about the book.
Well, this is for those folks who are certainly challenged to experts. Wanted to be able to take 2 or 3 and 4 ingredients and make something that's really good, gluten-free, but more importantly,
Check
it
out these
tastes good.
treats. Okay, and then tell us about everything else. Like, how can people find all of these gluten-free treats? Where do people go and get more info?
Well, I do a nonprofit farmers market, the Aloha Market, on Sundays. They are available at Hapa Market and Grill on Palolo Avenue. We have our slice and bake cookie line, and that's what we pulled out of the oven. The lemon bars, this is a macadamia nut. This is taking the cookies and the brownies that I make and then reconstituting them into truffles.
So good.
The brownies are famous because, well, we've been making those for years and most people know about those.
Man, these treats are incredible for anyone looking for that gluten-free, looking to eat healthy, but you don't want to lose the taste. This is really top tier, Chef.
Yeah, with
Thank you
no
so much.
chemicals. Mahalo.
No chemicals, all the good stuff. Make sure you follow Chef Kate for more information. And stay with us on Hainao Daily. We had a great rest of the show planned. I might eat all of this in that commercial break, though. We'll see you soon.
Aloha.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Nate Sirota is here, Public Information Officer for Honolulu Department of Parks and Recreation. It's about to be a busy time for you guys because it's summer fun.
Yes, it's coming up. Registration begins on Monday. So each day of the week, it's going to progress through the geographic park districts. So on May 13th, which is next Monday, you're going to have District 1, which is the summer fun sites between Hawaii Kai and Macaulay Avenue. Okay. And then it goes to District 2, which goes to Western Honolulu, 3, 4, and 5. And so we have a really good map that shows the 60 summer fun locations and which district it falls in, because once the clock strikes 5 o'clock on the day that your summer fun site's going to register, right, I'm willing to bet that a lot of them are going to fill up fast.
Definitely. Let's talk about some of the fun that is to be had at summer fun, because really everything from the programs to the activities, I mean, this is top tier for the keiki.
Absolutely, yeah. It's our seasonal day camp that we do every year. It runs from about 8:30 to 2 o'clock every day. A wide variety of things, from arts and crafts to dancing, like you see right now. A lot of outdoor activities. The ones they go to Kuloa Regional Park for some of their excursions. Just a whole wide variety of enrichment and fun activities we have for the keiki.
Nate, let's talk age requirements, and then what is the day for summer fun?
Sure. So the actual program, like the keiki program, is for kids 6 to 13 years old. We have our junior leader program as well too, which is kind of like a volunteer program. So from 13 to 17, you can be more of those volunteer junior leaders. And then of course, if you're an adult, please, if you need a summer job, we're always looking to hire more staff. The more staff we get, the more keiki we can accommodate.
All right, let's talk a little bit about that, because applications are being viewed right now. People can apply. These are really good jobs, and we're talking about, what, 500 jobs?
Yes, need about 500 staff for the about 10,000 keiki we get. It's such a huge island-wide program. There's a couple different ways to apply, but we have it all online, so it's really a great process. There's 60 sites across Oahu, so there's probably a location near you. You're outside working with kids. It's above minimum wage pay, and just a great entry-level job working with kids or getting involved in the city.
That's got to be a really fun job, too. I mean, you're not in the office all day. You have that ability to be outside enjoying Hawaii and all that. It's
really, really engaging. I've heard such amazing things. Almost all the recreation staff that we have in our department started as summer fun employees. And so if you're looking to get into parks and recreation, no better way than starting to work for summer fun.
Definitely. Nate, how do people apply?
Sure. So there's a website, bit.ly/summerfunjobs. I'm sure you folks have a link on your website. Thank you for that. There's a couple different application processes, but all the forms are online and you can email it to us. Really, the last days that we can start taking new staff would be like the end of May, because the program starts on June 10th. And so really, if you're looking for that seasonal summer job, apply now. The more staff we get, the more keiki we can get in the program.
Definitely, Nate. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Kaino. Thanks
again, all the parents out there, do not wait. Summer fun is right around the corner. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Cheers. Tony Varicella is the president of Alzheimer's Caregiving and the Caretakers. Tony, we're so happy to have you on the show, as what you do is very important to our local community. For people who don't know though, Tony, tell us about ACTC, what it is and how it started.
Alzheimer's Caregiving and the Caregivers is really focused twofold. One is to help caregivers in the process of caring for their loved ones who are afflicted with Alzheimer's or dementia. And the other part of it is really to help focus on the caregivers themselves, to help them get through all this and to figure out ways to kind of self-care. We probably all know someone who has been caring for one of their loved ones. What this is really all about is for us to help provide tools and resources that on the one hand help facilitate the caregiving, and on the other hand provide education, information, and support for the caregivers themselves.
And what inspired this whole initiative?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, what inspired it is about 5 years ago, my wife of, at that point, 38 years, was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. And so, of course, we went through an enormous amount of emotions at that time. Anger, fear, why us? Maybe this is wrong. What can we actually do to get our arms around it? I mean, the only positive thing, I guess, was now that we knew, we could try to deal with it. We didn't realize that the speed with which the regression would occur for my wife was just way faster than we expected. So before we can get our arms around it, every part of daily life was impacted, and it kind of threw us into a frenzy. And we did tons of research, but that's part of the issue. Was there is so much information out there, it's really hard to kind of get to what you need at that time. So one of the benefits, or we hope for benefits, of ACTC is to help other families that are going through this to be able to get to information that's useful to them. The other side of this in terms of the why, I mean, I didn't do it at that point in time, but now that my wife has Alzheimer's, it kind of kicked it into gear, was my mother had Alzheimer's for 14 years. And even though I have two older brothers, and her and my dad would kind of come around our homes at different months of the year, but it finally got to the point where she was in my oldest brother's house in Georgia and getting 24/7 care. We all kind of pitched in, of course, but we didn't want the burden to be on them, so we had caregivers around the clock. But a person that had such a dramatic impact on, beyond us, of course, is my father. He just never could understand, why he couldn't just get her to snap out of it. I mean, every day would sit there for hours trying different things, and it was really that feeling of helplessness and so sad to watch. And I have a deeper appreciation of all that he had gone through, and never realized that this is something that I was going to face, and that there's lots of other people, unfortunately, facing the same thing. So.
But it's good to know that resources and the support that's out there, you're helping to provide.
Yeah, it's not something that we're not doing it because want folks to feel bad or feel sorry for us. We're really doing it because we're hopeful that we can help other families get through this.
Now, Tony, if people want to get more information about ACTC, make use and utilize some of the resources that's currently available, what's the best way to do it?
Yeah, the best way is going to be the website, which is alzcaregiving.org.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on High Now we're at Lanakila Pacific, where they're celebrating their 85th anniversary of building independence within our community. From feeding our kupuna to working with people with disabilities, this is an inside look at a local nonprofit organization doing so much here in Hawaii.
Right now we have about 170 employees, and we're all across Oahu at many different sites, including some federal work sites with our grounds maintenance crews. We have our Lanakila Kitchen, which provides the meals for the Lanakila Meals on Wheels program. We have our teaching and learning centers that helps individuals with significant or developmental disabilities find their goals and really build their independence. And we, of course, have our work programs, employment readiness training, job placement opportunities, and work here in our social enterprises. 75% of our direct labor workforce has to have a significant disability, which means that they cannot find or maintain a job without assistance. Our job is really to get them to the place where they can work independently, where they can go out and find a job anywhere in the community that they want and qualify for. And so we see that progression every day with our team.
We're standing in Lanakila Custom Products. So what do you guys do over here every day?
So here we do silk screening and embroidery on like t-shirts, hats, and bags. So today we have some heat transfers. These are called DTF, direct to film transfer. With them you're able to apply them to t-shirts, kind of wherever you want it. We'll lay the shirt flat on this. Once you got this on where you want it, we're gonna take heat protective film.
Okay.
It protects the shirt and the design from burning. Apply even pressure throughout the whole design.
Okay.
For about 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Boom, look at that. All right, Reed, tell us about the kitchen here at Lanakila.
Well, thank you for joining us. You can see behind you, we have boxes upon boxes of our meal containers. We go upwards of about 1,000 meals per day for our pre-K, schools. All the keiki goes out that door at 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody comes to work. This is where it's just buzzing with activity. Our kettles down there, we just got our new kettle where we're gonna be able to prepare emergency foods in times of crisis. So like a hurricane of sorts, we can prepare food in bulk for emergency responders. We have all of our ovens, and mainly all of these ovens are reserved for our wholesale. We sell a lot of baked goods out at Don Quixote, Marukai, across the state at 7-Elevens near you, and you name it, we're probably in there. But we do that a lot to get our name out for Lanakila. So a lot of the cooking for the baked goods happens here. And we have a crew of about 40, half of which have a diagnosed disability. And they work side by side with my chefs, my bakers, pantry, in preparing upwards of about 2,000 meals per day. And in addition to that, they also help with deliveries, receiving, going out on the road and taking out to various sites. Our biggest client is our Meals on Wheels program, where we serve the kupuna. And we're making roughly about close to 1,000 meals a day, right around there. Including that, we also have catering services, as well as our cafeteria, which is open to the public.
All right, Lori, tell us about Lanakila Meals on Wheels.
So Lanakila Meals on Wheels is the largest, oldest island-wide home-delivered meal provider. We are delivering meals to homebound seniors and individuals with disabilities.
What goes into the meals that are being delivered?
Yep, so all of our meals are USDA compliant, so they are all healthy and nutritious. We also use as much local produce as possible. Up to 90% of our meals are all locally sourced. When you think about a healthy meal, a USDA compliant meal, it's going to come with milk, it's going to come with fruit and other items, so we're getting that ready.
How many different communities do we serve here?
We are doing the entire island, so from Kahuku to Makaha to Waimanalo. If you live on the island of Oahu, we can serve you. We're really excited to be celebrating the 85th anniversary. That's INSPO 2024. Part of the event, we really wanted the seniors that wouldn't be able to attend to still be included. So we're going to have these different tags. People are going to be able to write a message for our seniors on the back, and then we'll distribute it to the meal recipients. Besides being food insecure, people that are homebound also feel a lot of isolation and loneliness. So these tags are going to go a long way in making sure they feel like they're not forgotten.
When is the inspo taking place and where is it going to be?
It'll be on the Great Lawn of the Bishop Museum on May 11th.
Inspo is our 85th anniversary celebration, and we are proud to present it alongside Pacific Marine and Supply and a lot of other really generous sponsors. An event where we bring our community partners together, our team, our family, our friends, and we're gonna have fun. We'll have food, exciting entertainment, including Crossing Rain and Kapena, and also a marketplace full of creative products, artwork, and activities. And it'll also include our Lanakila Pacific programs. We really hope that people can join us for this 85th anniversary celebration.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now you can sign up now to attend the 47th annual YWCA Leader Luncheon. It's being held on Thursday, May 9th, starting at noon at the Sheraton Waikiki. For all the details, visit ywcaoahu.org/Leader Luncheon. Now, 4 women will be honored during the YWCA Leader Luncheon, and one of them is here with us on Hi Now Daily. We've got Hawaiian Telecom President Sue Shin. We're also joined by John Komeiji, Hawaiian Telecom board member and former Hawaiian Telecom president. Thank you so much for joining me,
Thank you,
folks.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Being honored as one of the 4 women, that's incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what that means to you, for one, being a part of this luncheon, and then your role.
Yeah. What it means to me, I think I'm really humbled. You know, my fellow honorees are amazing women, and so the fact that I get to, stand with them and be recognized in this way is incredible. But I think for me, what it's really about is being able to support the YWCA and their amazing programs that uplift women in Hawaii. It's incredibly moving to hear the stories of how they've really changed women's lives. And so I am, again, incredibly humbled to just be a part of an organization like the YWCA doing something incredible for the community. So, yeah.
Tell us about your goal for the residents of Hawaii and what you want to achieve.
We play an integral role in helping to bridge the digital divide in the state of Hawaii. It's really around digital equity in our community. It's making sure that everyone, whether you're in Hilo, Hanalei, Honolulu, you have equal access to broadband. That's why I'm really excited about the fact that we're investing more in our neighbor islands, in our unserved and underserved communities today than we ever have. Our fiber investment, our Fioptics, which takes fiber technology all the way into homes and businesses, and we're really proud to be the only provider in the state to be doing that, to be investing in this way. So we really talk a lot about Hawaiian Telecom being here to connect and empower our Hawaii.
Hawaiian Telecom continues to make progress toward connecting and empowering Hawaii. Sue Shin has really given back to the community, particularly in supporting umbrella organizations like Aloha United Way, to leverage the impact of the services and programs that support people where they need it most. And I wanted to move on to you because you guys have a great relationship working together over the years. Tell me a little bit about why she deserves to be in this role and to be highlighted.
People don't know Sue's story. They look at her and imagine that she went to Punahou, Iolani or something. Sue actually Sue actually came from Korea when she was very young, didn't speak any English, lived at Mayorite housing until she graduated from high school, got a scholarship, went to McKinley High School, got a scholarship. You don't get a scholarship to McKinley, but she got a scholarship and went to college and came back with a journalism degree and has worked her way and worked really hard, been a tremendous leader, and has risen to these heights. I'm so proud of her. It's a story that we all should be striving for. Somebody works hard and really made something of themselves.
Wow. When you hear someone speaking like that about you and your accomplishments, like how does that feel for you?
I guess what I'd say is it's of course a little embarrassing, right? But John and I have known each other for a really long time. He is been an incredible mentor and supporter. We were chatting as we were waiting with some of the other women that were on the show earlier, and we were talking about advocates, right? And John has been and continues to be such an important and strong advocate for women And you know, we need more men like John who uplift women. I don't know if his wife and daughters, how they would feel about it. No, I'm kidding. I think that, you know, it's difficult to hear someone talk about you in that way. And I'm of course honored, and you know, I feel really, like I said earlier, humbled to be a part of the group of women that are being honored this year. So
beautiful. Well, we are happy to see you there at the event.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. To wrap up our show today, we want to send a big congratulations out there to the newest honorees and inductees to the University of Hawaii Athletics Sports Circle of Honor. Last night, June Jones, Ann Miller, Cindy Lewis, Jim Kalili, and the University of Hawaii Wahine 2010 softball team were all inducted at the Green and White celebration, which took place at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Congrats to all the inductees on the very well-deserved recognition. Hey, now to another story. We have a very cute and happy update for you. The Hawaiian Humane Society contacted High Now to let us know that Benji right there, who we featured on our show back in February, recently found a new family. That's right. By the way, they have an event that's happening through May 15th where the Bissell Pet Foundation is going to sponsor 100% of all adoption fees for all adult dogs and cats 1 year of age and older at the Humane Society's Mo'iliili and Kosasa family campuses. Good for you, Benji. And